Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel where I talk about all things related to the Walking Dead franchise. Today, I'm going to focus on one of the most beloved and iconic characters of the show, Daryl Dixon, played by Norman Reedus. I'm going to explore his character arc, from his introduction as a rebellious and violent outsider, to his transformation into a loyal and heroic leader. I'm also going to discuss his relationships, his challenges, and his future in the upcoming spin-off series, The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. If you haven't watched the show yet, be warned that this video contains major spoilers. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Daryl Dixon was introduced in the first season of The Walking Dead as a member of a group of survivors led by Rick Grimes, who were trying to find a safe place in the post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies or walkers. Daryl was initially portrayed as a hot-headed and aggressive hunter who lived in the shadow of his older brother, Merle, a racist and violent criminal. Daryl was often at odds with the other members of the group, especially Rick, who he saw as a threat to his brother's authority. Daryl also showed little empathy or compassion for others and was only interested in his own survival. However, as the show progressed, Daryl's character started to change and evolve. He began to bond with the group, especially with Carol Pelletier, a timid and abused woman who lost her daughter in the zombie apocalypse. Daryl became Carol's protector and confidant, and they developed a close friendship that many fans hoped would turn into romance. Daryl also formed a brotherly bond with Rick, who he came to respect and trust as a leader and a friend. Daryl proved himself to be a valuable asset to the group, thanks to his skills in hunting, tracking, and killing walkers. Daryl's character arc reached its peak in the fourth season of the show, when he was separated from the group after an attack on their prison home by the governor, a ruthless and sadistic villain. Daryl found himself alone and vulnerable in the wilderness until he met Beth Green, a young and optimistic girl who was also part of Rick's group. Daryl and Beth formed an unlikely partnership as they searched for signs of other survivors. Along the way, they opened up to each other about their pasts, their fears, and their hopes. Daryl learned to appreciate life more and to express his emotions better. He also developed romantic feelings for Beth, but before he could act on them, she was kidnapped by a group of hostile survivors. Daryl then joined forces with another group of survivors led by Joe, who turned out to be ruthless and violent as well. Daryl realized that he didn't belong with them and that he had changed for the better thanks to his time with Rick's group. He decided to leave them and look for Beth again, but before he could do that, he encountered Rick again in a tense confrontation that ended with Joe's death and Daryl's reunion with Rick. Daryl then continued his journey with Rick and the others until they reached Terminus, a supposed sanctuary that turned out to be a trap set by cannibals. Daryl fought bravely alongside Rick to escape from Terminus, but not before witnessing Beth's death at the hands of Don Lerner, a corrupt police officer who had held her captive at a hospital. Daryl was devastated by Beth's death, but he didn't give up on living. He continued to support Rick and the others as they searched for a new home. They eventually found one in Alexandria Safe Zone, a walled community that seemed too good to be true. Daryl had trouble adjusting to the civilized life in Alexandria as he felt out of place and restless. He also distrusted the people there, who seemed naive and weak compared to him and his friends. However, Daryl soon realized that Alexandria was not as perfect as it seemed, and that it faced many threats from both walkers and other hostile groups of survivors. He also realized that he had a role to play in Alexandria, as he became one of its recruiters, scouting for new people who could join the community. He also made new friends such as Aaron, Eric, Denise, Tara, Rosetta, Abraham, Sasha, Eugene, Morgan, Jesus, Dwight, Sherry, Lydia, Connie, Kelly, Magna, Yumiko, Luke, Alden, Jerry, Ezekiel, Nabila, Henry, Judith, RJ, Dog, Leah Shaw, Virgil, Princess, Mercer. He also made new enemies such as Negan, Simon, Jadis, Gregory, Alpha, Beta. He also faced new challenges such as the Saviors, the Scavengers, the Whisperers, the Reapers, the Commonwealth. Daryl proved himself to be a loyal and heroic leader who always stood by Rick and the others, no matter what. He also proved himself to be a compassionate and caring person who always helped those in need, no matter who they were. He also proved himself to be a resilient and adaptable survivor who always found a way to overcome any obstacle, no matter how hard. Daryl's character arc is one of the most compelling and satisfying in The Walking Dead. He went from being an outlaw to being a hero. He went from being a loner to being a leader. He went from being a hunter to being a protector. He went from being a rebel to being a legend. What do you think of Daryl Dixon's character arc? Do you like him as a character? Do you think he deserves his own spin-off series? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!